When it comes to protecting high-value targets from an assassin, especially in a free society, it's almost impossible to completely protect somebody. I mean, consider America. We had 3 presidents assassinated in a 35-year period.
The best tool and the best strategy a hitman can use is his adaptability to the actual target. Their ability to be able to work in a wide range of environments is really going to dictate their success. So I think the tactics involved in protecting a high-value target, they're going to be very similar to the ones that have been used for a long time. Traditionally speaking, I think in overseas contract-based private security details, usually it's armored vehicles as well as a group of highly trained individuals with them. They may or may not be using body armor. They may or may not be using ballistic shields.
To protect a high-value target from a hitman, think about what you see on the news every day if you watch someone like the president. Lots of people. Okay, the more bodies you have, the better protected you are. That not only serves as a deterrence, but it also could result in the person being thwarted before they can carry out an attack. So if a hitman thinks they can't get away with it, or they're going to get killed trying, they're probably not going to commit the crime.
What some people will do is they'll use doubles. For instance, Saddam Hussein was famous for using doubles. Muammar Gaddafi used doubles. You know, even Winston Churchill during World War II used a double.
In Palermo, I remember, after the 2 prosecutors that were killed, we had the information from the intelligence community that the mayor I was working with was the next on the list. So one of the things that he really tried was actually not having a public agenda. We also, working on his team, we didn't know where he was, when he would show up. And so sometimes I would be in my own apartment and he would just call me and say, "I see you tomorrow." And then after 10 minutes, I would hear the police, the siren, the helicopters, and he would show up in my apartment. We would work, give us a hug, as it was the last time we saw each other, because we knew that they were trying to put another car bomb, and then he was disappeared who knows where. He's still around, he's still mayor. For the 4th time, 75% of the vote get to him, very successful, very transformative. Still getting death threats almost daily and enjoying it somehow.
The methodology used to actually take down like a high-value target or a specific individual would be very specific on the individual and their environment. So in regards to the tools that a contract killer would use, I'd say firearms should be #1. The good thing about a firearm is that you don't actually have to put hands on the target. You can have some sort of distance. The benefits of using a long-range weapon is that what happens is you increase the distance from you to the target, and what that does is expand the crime scene. And also you have to think about the sound and signature that would happen from that weapon.
Richard Kuklinski has been popularly known as the Iceman, who is alleged to have killed over 100 people, but he also became an expert in cyanide poisoning. He learned about cyanide poisoning from a Mr. Softy guy who sold Mr. Softies to the kids in Jersey City. He happened to be a chemistry buff and taught Kuklinski a lot about cyanide poisoning. Kuklinski would put cyanide on someone's hamburger and have him eat it, or he would put cyanide in his drink and then accidentally bump against somebody and the poison would go into him. And the thing about cyanide poisoning is it's very difficult to detect unless the medical examiner knows what he's looking for. It's usually chalked up to a heart attack or maybe a drug overdose.
A close-range pistol that's silenced would be an excellent tool because, realistically speaking, in some urban areas, you just can't shoot 1,000 meters. A suppressor or silencer will reduce the signature of a firearm. When you put it on a large weapon system, whether that's going to be a .308, a .50 caliber, it's still going to be significantly suppressed, but now it's going to be very audible. You'll be able to hear it. All right, since we've been talking so much about long-range ballistics, we're out here at Tracking Points Range in Mason, Texas to find out the most recent technology in precision shooting.
All right, so initially we're just going to do a little bit of dry firing to get you more familiar with the operating system. Okay. So what you're going to do is you'll look through the scope, and once you've located a target, you place the reticle over your target, and you'll slowly start to pull the trigger to about half pull. Once you've achieved half pull, you'll see a range displayed to the right of your reticle. Once it's exactly where you want on the target, complete the full pull and squeeze and hold the trigger all the way to the rear. It's going to drop, which is your ballistics correction. Your reticle will turn red. Bring the red reticle back up to the red dot you originally placed on the target. All right. Once it's optimally aligned, the gun's going to release the round on its own. And that's the beauty of the fire control system down here, the guided trigger. It's going to release the hammer at the optimum time in order for the round to hit the target.
So even if the gun's moving, it's still gonna release it at the right time?
Yes.
And should, in theory, make a hit?
Yes.
Clear to load and make ready?
Yep, go
Yeah?
ahead. Clear, load and make ready. Bolts to the rear right now. All right, so once you located the silhouette at 750, you can go ahead and put it on fire. Yep, there's your zoom. It's just half pull, 3 dashes, and then full pull. Let me know you got a tag.
Tag.
All right, I'm on it. There you go, there's a hit.
So as a first shot hit at 800?
750 yards.
750 yards.
Let's do another one.
Tag. Man, what an amazing piece of technology. Max, I appreciate it so much. Traditionally, you need to know a bunch of data to actually make a first shot hit. I was able to get behind there, got walked through it very quickly. He showed me how the optic and the system worked, and my first shot was a hit at 750 yards.
Boom,
Yep.
center out.
For a novice shooter, I think the process wouldn't be any slower from an experienced shooter. You know, once you're actually taught how to use the optic and how the weapon system works, then you can make successful hits on target very quickly. I still think that the best asset and best tool that a contract killer has is his mind. And skills and training are going to triumph over any type of technology the majority of time.
When master hitmen seem to go wrong, when they're going to be caught, is that the contract becomes too personal to them.
They operate in a secret world of which we know very, very little. That is a world of shadows where many different forces and powers are coming together.
The 3 general reasons why someone might be a victim of a hitman or have a contract put out on them are the same reasons why most crimes are committed: money, love, power.
Murder Incorporated, they had a way of sending a message. So for instance, if they were killing someone that was kind of considered a sexual pervert, they might castrate him and then kill him.